Gobble gobble, y'all. RGT here. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, but I said in my previous Black Friday / Cyber Monday video for Nintendo Switch eShop sales that if there were a substantial amount of games added to the list, I would do an update video, and there was a substantial amount of games added to the list. Make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video for the cheap games, $4.99 or less, because there's actually some bangers on there. If you miss out on any of these deals, all of these deals are available at the time of the upload of this video, which is on Black Friday the 26th, so you should have been subscribed to the channel. You should have had your notifications turned on. I have no sympathy for you if you don't by this time. But without any further ado, let's get into the list of games because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Kicking things off, we have Ni no Kuni 2, which recently released for the Nintendo Switch back in September for $41.99. Now, I've never played a Ni no Kuni game. I own the first one physically. I just never got around to playing it, but I do love the art style of these games. Obviously, there are a ton of people who love the art style of these games, and they're really fun RPGs from what I've heard. Now, like I said, I can't speak too in depth about this game, but it does look good enough. The fact that this is on sale for $41.99 after releasing for $60 just a couple months ago, I think that's a really good sale. So if you've been waiting on Ni no Kuni 2, now might be the time to strike at $41.99. Up next, we have another RPG with Ys 9 available for $39.99. Now, I'm a huge fan of Ys 8, but I heard that Ys 9 on the Switch had a few performance problems. I'm not sure if they have been updated yet. If this game has gotten a patch, please be sure to let people know in the comments section down below, because I love the Ys series. It's a great action-adventure RPG series. I love the fast-paced, action-based combat that the game offers, and I think it's just a really great series. So if this game has been patched at $39.99, I can definitely recommend it, but I'm going to rely on the chat for this one to let me know. So let me know in the comments down below if they have fixed this issues with the game. Another recently released game for the Nintendo Switch is Darksiders 3, which released for $40. It's now on sale for $31.99. If you're a fan of the Darksiders franchise, this is nothing like the other games. This is more of like a Soul-style game. I never got around to playing this one. I might check it out at $31.99 because, I don't know, it'd be nice to have the Darksiders trilogy on the Nintendo Switch. I have the first two games. I love them. I'm not a huge fan of Souls gameplay, but maybe this is a game that can change my mind on it. Darksiders 3, $31.99. We got a first party game added to the list too. This wasn't on there the other day. 1-2 Switch, $29.99. Don't buy that. Up next, we have The Witcher 3, the complete edition, available for $29.99. One of the impossible ports on the Nintendo Switch. This game is great. Like, it's freaking awesome. I absolutely love this game. I love everything about it. I love the world that you're in. I love all the DLC that's included in the game. I love the fact that they've done subsequent patches to the game to allow you to change things like the visual settings to make the game look and run better. It's just a seriously impressive port. If you've never played The Witcher 3, because, I don't know, maybe you're not a Witcher fan, now is the time to check out this game at $29.99 because you're getting all the DLC too. Kingdoms of Amalur is on sale for $27.99, and this game rules ass, man. I had never played this game before picking up the Nintendo Switch version, which released originally at $40, and I was seriously impressed with this game. It's kind of a game in the style of like Witcher and things of that nature. Why do I keep saying things of that nature? But I really enjoyed this game. I thought it looked great. I thought it played great. I loved all the side quests. The main quest was cool. Leveling up your character is fun as well. There's a ton of stuff to do in this game, and that's something that I really like because you get a lot of value out of it. Kingdoms of Amalur, $27.99. A Plague Tale Innocence is on sale for $27.99. Now, I played this game originally on my Xbox. I really enjoyed it, but this is the cloud version of the game. But I feel like cloud versions of games that are slower, like stealth-based, it's not that bad. It's actually tolerable, and it's actually decent. If it's a fast-paced game like Halo Infinite multiplayer, I'm going to skip the cloud version. But if you don't own another platform and you've wanted to check out Plague Tale Innocence, $27.99, I think it's worth checking out. There is a free demo available to see how the game will run on your system as well, based on your internet. So if you've been sleeping on this game, don't. It's actually a really good game. Plague Tale Innocence, $27.99. Cruising, come on, go cruising. Let's go cruising. I can't hit those high notes anymore. Cruis'n Blast is on sale for $24.99. This is the racing game of the year. Screw Forza Horizon. I mean, it's cool, but it's not Cruis'n Blast. You don't race on a dinosaur in the game. It is on sale for $24.99. If you only buy one game on this list, make sure it's Cruis'n Blast. I love this stupid game so much. It's so much fun, and if you like arcade racers, just buy it. Just buy it. Grandia HD Collection is on sale for $19.99, consisting of Grandia 1 and Grandia 2. Little known fact about me, Grandia 2 is actually one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I picked it up for the Dreamcast back in the day, and I actually played it for 26 hours straight, and I don't even know why, because it kind of sucks because I don't remember anything about it. By like hour 16, my brain was turning into mush, and I don't know, it really ruined the experience for me, so don't play a game for 26 hours straight. But Grandia, of course, are great RPGs. You can get the HD collection right now for $19.99, and I definitely recommend checking it out. If you're looking for a bit of a more serious racer, Grid Autosport is on sale for $17.49. This is a fantastic game. If you like games like Forza, you like games like Gran Turismo, you're not really getting those games on the Nintendo Switch. There's really no alternatives except for Grid Autosport. But thankfully, this game is phenomenal. It looks great, it runs great, it plays great. They added in online multiplayer into the game as well, so you're getting a complete package here. If you're a fan of a more realistic racing style, Grid Autosport, $17.49. Mortal Kombat 11 is on sale for $11.99. I've talked about this game a plethora of times. The crypt in the game absolutely sucks. I don't know if they've improved upon it since I've played it, because it's been a little while since I've played it, but the actual gameplay, the actual fighting mechanics in the game, the actual visuals for the fighting mechanics in the game, I think are fantastic, especially for the Nintendo Switch. It runs very fluid. There's lots of intricacies in the background. Just a really fun game from top to bottom. If you're a fan of fighting games, Mortal Kombat 11 at $11.99 is a fantastic deal. Journey to a Savage Planet is available for $11.99. I absolutely love this game. You know, they say Game Pass makes people buy games, and it's true, because I tried this game out on Game Pass and I was like, you know what, this would be good on the Nintendo Switch, and then I ended up picking it up on the Nintendo Switch because it came out on the system. I actually have a physical version of this game as well because I just enjoy it so much. It's a weird sort of first-person shooter game that sort of relies more on puzzle mechanics than just straight up blasting through people, but there are big boss battles, there are enemies to take out, there's different guns you acquire in the game as well. A really nice visual aesthetic to the game, really good music. Just overall, it's a super fun game. It doesn't take itself very seriously. It's sort of over the top and tongue-in-cheek, but Journey to a Savage Planet at $11.99, definitely a recommended game. Wrestling Empire is on sale for $9.99, and this is a really fun game. You know, it's not the greatest wrestling game in terms of the actual wrestling mechanics, but the amount of stuff you could do, such as be a booker or be a wrestler and go through the ranks and negotiate your contract, screw people over, like, it's just a very chaotic and crazy game. You could do like the craziest death matches with like TNT and panes of glass, and like everyone blows up, like characters can die in the game as well. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It is a franchise that has been around for a very long time. The game is constantly getting updates too, so that is a good thing. They're free updates that include things like more moves and whatnot. I actually did a video talking about this game when it initially came out, so if you missed that video, check it out. But Wrestling Empire, definitely a very fun experience, and at just $9.99, you're definitely going to get your money's worth out of it. Lego Jurassic World is on sale for $7.99. I love dinosaurs, I love Jurassic Park, so naturally I love this game. It takes place in all of the Jurassic Park games and the Jurassic World movie, the first movie, and this is a good game. It's a good game. If you like the movies, you'll like the game, so check it out at $7.99. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition is on sale for $5.99, and this game is seriously still very impressive. I reviewed it when it first came out, and I was just blown away by how good the damage physics in this game, as far as like buildings collapsing and whatnot, just how good they are still in the modern era. You really don't see a lot of games that focus on things like that, but that's one of the focuses on this first-person shooter. I think it's a fantastic game. You're going to sink a lot of time into it. The Nintendo Switch version is very highly polished, so I definitely recommend checking out Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition at $5.99. All right, cheap asses, we're at the $5 or less games. I have a lot of these games too, so we're going to quickly go through these games, but there's definitely some games you'll want to check out, starting with Doom 3 at $4.99. Every time this game is on sale for $4.99, which is pretty often, I always recommend it because this is one of the most impressive first-person shooter games on the Nintendo Switch. Yes, it's an original Xbox game, but the upscaled visuals look great. The frame rate is super smooth. It runs at 1080p, and it's a great game. It's not even really a first-person shooter. It's like a first-person survival horror game. I love the fact that it sort of switched up the Doom mechanics as far as going from just an action-based first-person shooter to something more survival-based. It's a scary game. It's an awesome game. I really like it. Doom 3, $4.99. Gone Home is on sale for $4.49. I don't like this game, but it won Game of the Year award, so I just must be an idiot, and it's the greatest game of all time. Let's all give a round of applause for Gone Home at $4.49. Among Us is on sale for $4, and you know, it's Among Us. If you haven't checked out the game yet, I don't really know why you haven't, because it's super fun, and it's a good game where if like you're dating a MILF or something, and she has a kid, the kid is probably playing Among Us on a cell phone, so you could bust out the Nintendo Switch, play Among Us on your Nintendo Switch while he plays on his cell phone, and then you get kudos points with the MILF, so it all works out in the end. It's a fun game as well, especially if you play with your friends. Among Us, $4. I love Batman stuff, and we haven't gotten a lot of Batman stuff on the Switch, but Batman the Telltale Edition and Batman the Enemy Within, which is also a Telltale game that's the follow-up to that, is available for $3.74 each, so about $7 for the two games. And really, you know, Telltale games, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but if the source material is something I'm interested in, then I am interested in it. I like the Back to the Future game, I like the Batman game, because it's fun. It's within universes that I enjoy. Just the other stuff doesn't really hit with me. Batman Telltale, Batman Enemy Within, available for $3.74 a piece. If you're looking for a retro-style platformer, Haunted Halloween 86 is available for $2.99. I really enjoy this game. I actually own it on the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is originally an NES game, a new NES game that was then ported over to the Nintendo Switch, and it's a really good game. It has really good visuals. I like the fact that you could switch characters on the fly as well, and each of them have their own life meter, and you know, I like that the life meter is sort of like just not there in your face. Like your character will basically start changing colors and like turn into a zombie if they're getting too many hits or whatnot. It's a fun game. The platforming is really tight. The levels are really fun. Haunted Halloween 86, $2.99. One of my favorite eShop games that was a very early release on the Nintendo Switch eShop was Vaccine, and Vaccine is available for $2.49, and it really plays a lot like a Resident Evil clone with the tank controls. It actually looks a lot like Resident Evil 1. A lot of the areas look like Resident Evil 1. The enemies kind of look like Resident Evil 1, but it's heavily inspired by it. But the whole loop is you have to beat the game multiple times in a row to get the actual ending in the game, because it doesn't take very long to get through the game. It's completely randomized every time you play it as well, as far as the weapons are concerned, so I kind of like that aspect about it. It keeps you on your toes. It's a very simple game, but if you're a fan of old school survival horror, Vaccine at $2.49, definitely something worth checking out. Duke Nukem is on sale for $2.49 as well. If you should have bought this game when it first came out. It's Duke Nukem, okay? John St. John reprises his role as Duke Nukem for new voice stuff in the game, okay? There's new levels in the game as well, inspired by original Duke Nukem stuff, okay? And then we have the multiplayer stuff, so it's like, okay, why didn't you buy this game? It's on sale for $2.49. Yes, Duke Nukem wouldn't survive like Twitter or something in 2021, but you know, whatever, dude. It's Duke Nukem. It's Duke Nukem. Next up is a game called City of Brass, available for $1.99. I actually never played this game, but I wanted to. I actually asked for a review code when it first came out, and they just straight up told me no, and I was like, oh, okay. So I never really got around to playing it. I'm not entitled or anything like that. I just thought it was weird that they just like flat out said no. Usually they'll just ignore you, but I mean, it is what it is. But at $1.99, now is the time to buy this game. I like the first person perspective. I like the whole Prince of Persia vibe to it. So City of Brass, $1.99. Definitely something I am checking out. And the final game on our list is Submerged, available for $1.99. I've talked about this game before, but I really like it. It's kind of a slower paced game, more of a chill based game where you're basically trying to find medicine for your brother who's really sick. The whole world has been submerged by water, and you travel in a boat, and then like you climb up buildings and stuff in order to find different sorts of resources to give to your brother. I like the dystopian, you know, sort of future that this game has. I like the fact that, you know, it's not a game that you're gonna die a lot in, although there are some creatures in the water that will try to take you out. It's just a different sort of game, and you know, it's not my usual type of game, but I picked this game up when it first came out and I really enjoyed it, so you might want to check out Submerged at $1.99. We just talked about a lot of games in a very short period of time, but hey, that's what we do here. We get the games, we talk about the games, we talk about the sale games and the games that you need to pick up. So let me know in the comment section down below what games you plan on picking up during this massive Nintendo Switch eShop sale. Do not forget, this coincides with the other video we just did like 2 days ago. So all of those games are still on sale, and now we have these games on sale as well. So I don't know, just donate some plasma or semen if you can, if there's a sperm bank around. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like and share the video as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I was holding that in that entire time. Later.